Coming up next, On the Spot. It's the last show of 2005, and we're going out with a bang. THQ's stopping by with the outfit of Full Spectrum Warrior 10 hammers. Plus, we'll play Black, take a look at Fight Night Round 3, and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Plus, we'll step into the box with MVP 06 NCAA Baseball. I guess that last one's more of a ping than a bang. Either way, year's over, folks. We're live and on the spot. All I want for Christmas is a couple more kilowatts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to On the Spot again. I'm your host, Rich Gallup. In case you're joining us for a second time, yeah, we're having a couple technical difficulties, but you know the rerun will look great, and that's really all the syndicated stations out there. That's all they want.
Yeah, you go out to the stations across this great nation, across this great continent. Yep. You know, they need quality.
They do, and we have a quality show for you today. By the way, it's brought to you by Wendy's. Take two. It didn't work better that time either, but. Hey, what are we going to do? Jeff, we do have a great show. We have some great guests here from THQ. They're going to show us Full Spectrum Warrior 10 hammers and the outfit for the Xbox 360.
10 hammers is a lot of hammers.
Oh, my God. It's still funny, too. We also have a demo for NCAA Baseball, MVP 06 NCAA Baseball.
Right.
You're going to play Black with Brad.
Yeah.
All kinds of great stuff. But right now, we're going to check out an interview which is on the site for Fight Night Round 3. This is just a part of it, a teaser. We want you to watch the whole thing. Here's a taste.
I'm like a prize fighter giving left jabs, left hooks, overhead rights, followed by an uppercut, turning out your lights.
Yeah, so my name is Trudeau Sonoda, and I'm the GM of EA Chicago and the executive producer on Fight Night Round 3. First of all, in the game, we've got these great new impact punches. So, you know, the great thing about boxing, like what separates it from every other sport, is like at any time in boxing, you know, one punch can totally change the fight. That's the real drama of boxing. That's what keeps you on the edge of your seat when you're watching a fight. And so we wanted to get that same kind of, you know, one punch can change a fight feeling into our gameplay in Fight Night Round 3. So we've got these three big new impact punches. So, you know, last year we added the Haymaker, which allowed you to control the power of your punch by cranking back on the analog stick and letting it fly, and that would, you know, you add more power to your punch, right? So that's one of the impact punches, is the Haymaker. Our other two new punches, we've got a flash KO punch, right, where you can just go and unload on the guy. You use the analog stick, crank back, add even more power to the punch, unleash it on the guy, and totally can like hurt him to the point where he's about to be knocked down, right? He's stunned, he's hurt, and you can really move in for the kill. Then we've got this other stun punch, which also will like totally scramble the guy's brains all in one shot. The difference on this one is you pull back on the controller, add extra power, and then add a lot more follow through to the punch, generating even more power on that shot. And what that punch will do is it puts you into a first-person mini-game from the defender's perspective, where he can see the aggressor looking at him, trying to hit him, trying to land that one big punch that's going to drop him. So this year, one thing we're really focused on is making the fighters actually fight like themselves, right? So when you see Muhammad Ali fighting, he's totally moving around with his cocky, like, you know, flying around the ring, taunting the guy, whipping out the jab, doing the rope-a-dope, like all the things that you totally know, hey, that's Muhammad Ali. Really getting that into the gameplay and making it significant in the game. You know, our whole like kind of style with the licensed boxers, you know, getting the famous boxers to actually fight like themselves. And, you know, that would have been a huge addition. You know, it would have been awesome. And we could have left it at that. But instead, we've also like built in a sweet kind of create your own style in our creative characters. So this year now, you're also able to totally choose your own style and build your own style on your character, so you can fight any way in the game that you want. Build your own unique style, and you can choose anything from like the way you move, to the way you punch, to your defensive style, all things that you can individually tune to give you exactly kind of like the fighting style that you want that matches the way that you play the game.
And we're back. That is Fight Night Round 3 for the Xbox 360. Looking awesome. You can find the full interview up on the site right now. At the moment, though, I'm here with Damian Garcia from THQ. Damian, how you doing?
Good. Nice to be here.
It's good to have you. You're here showing off Full Spectrum Warrior 10 hammers.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the sequel to Full Spectrum Warrior.
Yes.
Now, for the people at home, maybe not familiar with Full Spectrum Warrior, give them the quick rundown.
Full Spectrum Warrior 10 hammers is a squad-based action combat game where you will be playing U.S. coalition forces with British forces. You're playing in a fictional country called Zekistan, specifically within the heart of the city, the central capital called Cardamom. Basically, you are going in to quell an insurgency and try and prevent a civil war in the main city of Cardamom.
Okay, so this is actually, how does this tie into the first Full Spectrum Warrior story-wise? Obviously, we're talking about the same conflict, but I mean, character-wise.
Yes, this takes place after. You've already, in the first game, you've come in and removed the evil dictator, and this is maybe 6-7 months afterwards, and this takes place in the northern province of Tien Hamir, which is why they call it 10 Hammers. The Tien Hamir Bridge is the main thoroughfare between the north and the south province of the whole country of Uzbekistan. The main trade center, everything runs through the Tien Hamir Bridge. There are multiple factions throughout the country that are trying to take over that bridge for their own needs. One, they want to reestablish a dictatorship. They want to separate the north and the south, and then you're coming in with the coalition forces to prevent a civil war.
So you're just going in here to try to keep the peace. Now,
keep the peace.
Now, the first Full Spectrum Warrior was definitely a unique, I mean, not really your typical strategy game, and also not really your typical action game. It was very tactical, but it was more high level. It was not just like hands-on necessarily.
Run and gun.
It was not run and gun.
No.
It was very tactical. Now, how does 10 Hammers refine what we saw in the original Full Spectrum Warrior?
Well, it actually refines it in several ways. Some of the most basic are strategically. In the first game, it revolved around flanking maneuvers, and in a case where you were absent any way to flank, you would throw grenades and take out guys behind cover. We've opened the game up with precision fire, multiple buddy teams, airstrikes, being able to control mechanized units, and actually entering interiors. All of these increased infinitely the level of strategic gameplay available.
All right, so let's talk first about vehicles. What sort of control are we looking at with vehicles?
You've
mentioned like Bradleys.
You've got the Bradley, there are tanks, and those are the two main mechanized vehicles that you can control, along with being able to call in an airstrike, an Apache helicopter airstrike, which is awesome to watch. Just lays waste to entire street corners.
So, in addition to this, what else are we looking at here?
You'll see right now, we took our one 4-man squad and broke it into two 2-man squads. Completely independent, can be controlled one from the other, which is something you weren't able to do in the other one. You could bound, which would allow you to have 2 guys go to one spot and then follow up with the other 2. But this one, I could keep them apart the entire game if I want. There's no reason.
We're talking double the squads.
Double the squads. Instead of 2 4-man squads, you got 4 2-man squads.
And you had mentioned also that there were different groupings that you could do with those squads.
Yeah, so you've got your normal, he's regrouped it, so we've got our 4-man squad here. But not every squad you have is going to be necessarily comprised of 4 soldiers. You'll have 3-man squads, you'll have 2-man squads. Your Bradley is considered a squad all by itself.
Excellent. So we're talking just a whole bunch more tactical options.
A lot more tactical options.
For you to explore here. Now, you were saying about interiors. How does that affect just the tactical nature of the game?
Well, he's actually coming up on one right now. What that allows you to do is when you go in interiors, there's a lot of, you can get to a second story of a building, which gives you the tactical element of, height. Wow, you just get your elevated positioning over somebody else.
So you definitely get a vertical advantage over the enemy.
Exactly.
Or additionally, the enemy could have a
tactical advantage, and they do. And you'll find snipers all throughout the different levels. Second stories looking down, where cover doesn't matter then. They can shoot down over it. Excellent.
Well, as he continues to advance through this building, I've got a question here for one of our viewers here.
Sure thing.
This is from Brett Parsons in San Ramon, California. I was a huge fan of Full Spectrum Warrior on the Xbox and the PC. The only complaints I had about the game were its relative short length and my squad's limited arsenal. Will 10 Hammers add any new weapons or tactics to this already amazing game system?
It will. Some of the tactics we talked about already. In terms of size, the biggest level on the first game is now the size of the smallest level on this game.
So we're talking just an exponential.
It's huge.
Just
it's
growth
huge.
in size.
There are 12 single-player levels along with 8 multiplayer levels.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like there's definitely a lot more Full Spectrum Warrior for you to sink your teeth into here.
A lot more meat.
Platforms that we're looking at. Obviously, we're playing this on the Xbox right now.
PS2 and PC.
PS2 and PC. And Ed, do you have a release date?
It's going to be March. It's
March.
going to be in the month of March.
Simultaneous.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, Dami, I want to thank you for coming by and showing this to us.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Next up, we've got an interview with the makers of MVP 06 NCAA Baseball. Here's a little taste of that.
Thanks, guys. We're here now with Ben Brinkman, who's the producer for NCAA 06, what is it, MVP 06 NCAA Baseball.
Correct.
How you doing, man?
Pretty well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's about time we had a college baseball game, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
So we're taking a look at the game here. There's some pretty substantial control tweaks that have gone into the game this time around, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. We wanted to reinvent ourselves with MVP 06, or we didn't want to just release MVP 05 version 2. We wanted to create a different experience, so when people went out and got this game, they were experiencing something for the first time, you know, and college baseball is unique in its own ways, and we tried to capture that as well. But one of the features that we implemented, which I'll be showing you in a second when we get into the game, is load and fire batting, which is on the right stick. So I'll get into the game here, and we'll get going. But basically what it is you pull back on the stick and push forward, just like a typical, like Tiger Woods, like you've played that before. But what the stick does is it mimics what your arms do. So if I'm a left-handed hitter and the pitch is inside, I'm going to pull back and then up towards about 2 o'clock on the controller. If the pitch is on the outside, I'm going to pull back and push towards about 10 o'clock on the controller. So I'm really extending my arms, keep my arms in, and making it feel more organic and intuitive. So as you can see here in the game, we've also done a lot of new script work with the NIS. We've really tried to capture the team atmosphere. Guys were patting each other around, you know, like teamwork, team spirit. It's more about the name on the front than the name on the back, as the saying goes. So I'm actually going to switch over to bat here. So here's the pitcher's, you know, I have it in strikes only right now, which is a new mode as well in our game. So it's only strikes, just what it sounds like. This is especially fun in that two-player game where you're playing your buddy who's just like, stop throwing balls, you know. So now you have to throw strikes. So here we go. I'm pulling back. That was a curveball. He got me off guard. As you can see, we still have the hitter's eye in there. It helps you figure out what's coming. You know, if it's red, if it's a breaking pitch, if it's green, it's off speed. Oh, you can still check your swing. It's really hard to talk and play at the same time.
Absolutely.
But here, we'll get it. So again, pulling back on the stick about right now. There you go. And then you push, that pitch was inside. So I pulled back and pushed that towards about 2 o'clock. You can swoop the stick, you know, like a fight night hook motion, or you can just go back and just straight to the spot. Really, whatever feels more comfortable. When we were putting this feature in, we wanted to give the user a choice to do, you know, if they wanted to do that. I prefer the swoop fight night motion. It feels more natural. But again, we just tried to capture what it was like to hit. And I'm going to say right off the bat, this is not pushing a button and directing the left stick. This is a little trickier, requires a lot more thought, a lot more foresight. What pitch is coming? Is it a ball? Is it a strike? Should I swing at it? And timing. So it's all timing and the mechanic of the swing itself.
Well, that definitely makes you pay attention to where the ball is heading as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, you want to extend your arms, you want to keep your arms in. You can do that all on the stick. For those of you, who still want to hit fly balls or ground balls, we've introduced, I should say, a power and a contact swing on the triggers. So a power swing will tend to go higher, fly balls, high line drive, but it'll shrink your timing window, so it makes it more difficult to make contact. Whereas a contact swing will make it easier to make contact, but you're not going to hit any home runs or mini home runs, I should say. There's still the off chance, but you're going to tend to hit ground balls, line drives.
Cool. Well, let's move on to a couple other points about the game. One of the things that's cool is that this is I think the first game that's going to have some real serious ESPN integration. Is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. Cool. And we're really excited about the ESPN stuff. So first of all, I'm just going to sign in online. The whole core of it is this online everywhere. So the first time you sign in, every subsequent time you put the disc in, you're online. So I'm going to stop talking here and let the guys at ESPN take over.
ESPN Radio Sports Center.
So once you sign on, you get these updates every 20 minutes right from ESPN. And we'll just have a listen here for about 10 seconds.
In a car accident in Los Angeles, he was 29. Russell's NFL career cut short due to drug suspension.
Well, that's not good. Anyway, and more uplifting news. Yeah, we have this, and as you can also tell the ticker here, it's updated in real time. It's the ESPN ticker.
These are the 20-minute updates that you'd hear on sports radio.
If you listen to the sports radio and you hear John Kesher chime in every 20 minutes, the same update pushed to your machine. So if you go into the game, you come out, typically games last about 35 minutes, you're going to get a brand new update right off the bat. So we're really excited about this. The ticker's available here, it's available in loading screens, it's available in the battered pitch review of the game, and finally we have ESPN News, which is available in the online module. So if you go in there, you can read all the current stories on ESPN.com.
Awesome, Ben. Thanks so much, man.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll have our preview of NCAA 06, MVP 06 NCAA Baseball up today.
What he said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. I know it's a difficult name, but you got it out there, and to see Brian's full impressions of the game, check the site. It might be up now, but stay here because we have a great game. Mark Noseworthy, how's it going, Relic Entertainment?
Not too bad. Glad to be here.
What game did you bring with yourself, sir?
We brought the outfit.
Nice. For
the Xbox 360.
I've heard of that. That's new.
Yes, it is new. it is.
Sweet. Well, we're jumping right in the game. Give us a brief overview. What is the outfit? I hear something about 3 guys winning all of World War II by themselves.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
But the outfit is a third-person squad-based action game set in World War II with the freedom of total destruction. And what that means is that everything and absolutely everything you see in the game is destructible. The buildings, the vehicles, the sandbags, ambient vehicles, emplacements, crates, everything can be leveled by you and your troops.
Awesome. Well, tell us about the 3 guys then who did all this great work.
Cool, yeah. In the outfit, you control one of 3 characters. Well, you control actually 3 characters, and you can choose any one of them while you're playing.
Okay.
Tommy Mack is like right now we have Deuce on the screen actually, and he's the bazooka-wielding captain of the outfit. He also has a pistol for close-range battles. Then we got J.D. Tyler. He's more like a stealthy character, and he's got a sniper rifle and a shotgun for close range. And then we've got Tommy Mack. He's like the all-American kind of captain of the football team guy, and he's got an automatic weapon and a flamethrower.
And a bullet to the head, apparently, for Mr. Deuce right there.
Yeah.
But, all right, so tell us about, so it is a squad-based game, however, though.
Yeah.
Although these guys are heroes, they're all kinds of tough. There are some people helping them out. What do they do?
For sure, yeah. You've got 4 squad mates that come with you, and they each have their own kind of different weapon loadouts and look based on the hero that you pick.
Okay.
Now, you can command them. You can give them up to 3 different commands. Now, if you press up on the D-pad when targeting enemies, that'll tell your squad to assault. So a couple guys will take a knee and just like start laying down some heavy fire. Other guys will run up and start throwing grenades wherever you target it, you know?
Cool.
If you press left on the D-pad, guys will suppress, right? Just totally pin the enemy down, right? And each hero, whether JD, Tyler, Deuce, all have a unique play to themselves that allow them to tackle any situation.
And they are?
Well, for JD's got vehicle assault. So if he sees a vehicle that he wants to blow up, the squad will run up, take out sticky bombs, and just toss them all over that vehicle and blow it sky high. Deuce's play, he will send his guys into melee. They'll run right into close combat, just get in there like a dirty shirt and take them down, you know? And then Tommy Mack can take out emplacements with his squad because his squad will run up and throw tear gas and just totally make the place uninhabitable.
Awesome. So it sounds like depending on which hero you have, they're fit for different situations in the game.
Yeah, they'll all work for each situation, but you know, they have their own specialties, and sometimes you're getting your butt kicked and you're like, man, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I should try one of the different heroes. You know, maybe they've got something that's going to help me get past this area.
Cool. Now tell us about this area. Obviously the game takes place during World War II. What kind of storyline do we have? What kind of environments?
Sure. Well, the opening cinematic kind of sets the stage for like a sort of a thread that's going throughout the game, and that it, in some sense, revolves around the attempted assassination on Hitler's life.
Okay.
And but the more current setting, like where the start of the game is, basically it takes place after the Allied invasion of Normandy, and there's a there's a rogue German general, slaughtering innocent civilians through the French countryside.
It's no good.
No, it's not good, man.
No.
And Allied HQ is sending the outfit to figure it out. Stop them, figure out what's going on, and prevent any more casualties.
As we're seeing some great destruction here, tell us about what can you use for vehicles, what kind of weapons do you have, how do you get to blow up all these people and stuff?
For sure. Well, what we've got in the game is as you destroy Nazis and kill them, you get field units, and these field units, or what we call FUs, allow you to purchase. Call in immediately destruction on demand.
Is that the number in the upper right-hand corner?
Yeah, those are your field units.
Cool.
So the destruction on the demand menu allows you to purchase reinforcements, call in airstrikes, artillery strikes, purchase machine gun emplacements, anti-tank emplacements, all sorts of vehicles. From flame-throwing tanks to the Panther tank on the Axis side, half-tracks, jeeps, bazooka jeeps, like just all sorts of stuff. Lets you just wreak havoc on the world.
Well, tell us about the vehicles then. I've heard some crazy stuff about, hijacking a train.
Oh yeah, there's trains in the game. You can any of the vehicles you see in the world, whether they're ambient, whether they're friendly, or whether they're not friendly, whether they're Nazi vehicles, you can use them. If they're empty, get right in there and your squad will jump right in it with you. If they're not, you can hijack them.
Now, it sounds like that's a lot of stuff. I'm guessing they don't give it to you straight up front, though. You have to earn some of this?
Yeah.
Or how do you do that?
Yeah, you do earn the vehicles as you go throughout the game. Right? Mm-hmm. As you complete objectives and finish missions, you'll get more and more firepower for destruction on demand.
Cool. And as we like to say here, GameSpot Complete members, send us your questions using the form on the page below. You don't see a form? You're not a GameSpot complete member, but I do have some questions here. Are you ready?
Cool, yeah, right on.
All right, sweet. This is from Collins in Minnesota. Does the outfit have online play? If so, how many people can handle it?
Yes, we certainly have online play, and we've got some awesome stuff in store for you. We're going to have 8 players online in 3 different game modes. So, and with the 8 players, not only are you playing with 8 other people on the internet, but you also got your squad mates, right? So you're seeing some intense multiplayer action because 8 guys, 5 dudes in each squad. You're looking at least 40 guys running around on the map. So it's just total mayhem. Now, in terms of the game modes, we're going to have a team deathmatch, strategic victory, and also special the outfit is destruction mode.
What's that?
Well, in destruction mode, you're going to get FUs, the field units, for destroying everything, not just killing Nazi heroes.
Cool.
So if you take out walls, buildings, vehicles, everything gives you action points, and the team with the most field units at the end of the match wins.
Cool. We have 2 questions here from Christian Griffin in Maryland. First, how many hours will it take you to play the campaign?
The campaign's split up into 12 single-player missions, and the average player will probably looking around 15 hours for the single-player campaign.
And the second question is, straight up, graphics power of the Xbox 360, 720p, 1080i, what do you got?
Yeah, well, right across the board, 720p, 5.1 high-definition gaming, right? We're using tons of post-rendering effects, and we're doing everything we can to make this game look as good as it can.
Awesome. Well, Mark, this game looks great. I'd like to thank you for bringing it by.
Thanks a lot, man.
And when's it coming out?
March 2006.
The outfit for the Xbox 360 this March. Right now, we're going to toss it to another game where all kinds of stuff blows up. It's a new trailer available on the site in full HD. It's for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Check it out.
Captain Mitchell, this is the President. After everything you've been through, including saving my life, I have to call on you one last time. NORAD's network security has been breached. 4 of our ICBMs have gone off the grid. Russia and China have itchy fingers and sketchy intel, so they've just raised their security levels. I'd say they're minutes from taking us beyond the point of no return. That leaves me no choice but to go to DEFCON 3. Mitchell, you must stop Carlos. We're talking about minutes.
Moving to position. Enemy spotted.
Captain. A big one. Captain Mitchell.
I'm here.
And that is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, coming to the Xbox 360 in 2006. Joining me now with another 2006 game, Brad Shoemaker.
How you doing?
What's happening?
Playing some Black.
Right on. So we're here with Electronic Arts and Criterion's Black. These are the guys that made Burnout. And now they're turning their love of blowing up cars to blowing up everything in this crazy first-person shooter, right?
Yeah, this is actually the first time we've gotten to see this level. They've had the one level that's like the showpiece.
Like the kind of urban, blowing up buildings and shaking things apart.
So now they kicked us this new demo that's actually totally different. It's set out in the wilderness. They don't give you a whole lot of setup in this demo. Looks like Eastern Europe. My objective is cross the border and
blow stuff up along the way.
All kinds of bad business happens at the border, so that's where I'm going.
Yeah, pretty much that's what borders are there for. They're for you to try and sneak through and blow stuff up.
So I'm packing my AK-47 with a silencer actually right now.
Nice.
But you'll see pretty quickly that the silencer is going to be useless. So
not a big stealth game.
I'm heading right up to the border crossing here. What's up, guys?
The guy's taking it in the face.
Yeah. So the action heats up real fast in this game, as you can see.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a game that when I first saw it, they did show off that urban level, and you kind of, I don't know, I guess I kind of figured that the whole game would take place in a lot of these cityscapes and stuff. But now we're seeing like wilderness and stuff like that. Do we have any kind of indication as to how much the rest of the game is going to take place outside of cities and stuff?
Well, they've been playing this game so close to the vest that we really don't know what to expect beyond what we've seen. And obviously what you can see is there's a whole lot of stuff blowing up here.
So I guess that means we can just make up stuff and
pretty much,
Okay, so I'm going to just make the prediction then. Last level, it's going to take place in space.
I was thinking the moon actually.
Yeah,
maybe. I think the moon is pretty
good
good place.
You get to blow up the moon at the end.
Maybe they'll put some stuff on the moon to blow up.
Right. So okay. Let's go over to some questions here. We've got questions from plenty of you people out there. Ali Ishmael of Toronto, Ontario, Canada says, I've seen many black gameplay movies on the site, and almost all of them have unique firefights and intense action scenes. How does the game handle with the frame rate?
It seems fine so far. We've seen the PS2 and the Xbox versions. And they both seem to be pushing the hardware really hard.
Yeah, so obviously when you're making it through Checkpoint Charlie by the skin of your teeth, you can expect a smooth gameplay experience.
Pretty much,
right? Yeah, so there you go.
So I'm actually kind of back out in the wilderness now.
Did you blow through the border and now?
I think I got blown up at the border actually.
Oh, okay. But, so what is in the wilderness? What is there to blow up? I know in that city level there's plenty of
I just blew
large
something
towers.
Up right
there you go.
Yeah, I mean there's little bits of explosives everywhere. It looks like a ton of the stuff in the environment is destructible.
Now is it one of those things? Because I know that's something that the minute a game tries to blow up a million different things, that you instantly almost always find the one thing that you can't blow up.
Right.
Like, oh man. Have you found that yet? Is it?
So far, it's been really good about showing you something that looks like it should blow up, and then you try it, and it totally does.
Okay, cool.
I mean, like, there was a truck earlier, and I thought, hey, I'd like to throw a grenade under there and watch it go sky high,
and it did.
That's exactly what happened.
Fantastic. Okay, Anthony Jolly of Laurel, Maryland says, is there going to be a co-op mode?
Well, again, they're not talking too much about specifics yet. So.
I think one of the things they have said, I know there's not going to be any kind of like multiplayer component.
Yeah, they're really focusing on. I mean, they basically want to make an action movie with this game. That's what they're going for. So obviously, they need to kind of tailor the experience in certain ways to make it.
His follow-up question is, and what about a 360 version? Hey, that's anyone's guess at this point, right?
There's no way to tell. I mean, it would be nice. But
I would almost, if I had to guess, I'd say probably.
Yeah,
or at least, a sequel.
It is certainly possible,
MX48, straight out of London, England, says, how many weapons will be in the game?
Again, anybody's guess.
Okay, well, how many weapons have you seen so far?
Okay, there's a really ripping shotgun. There's this AK-47. In the city level, I believe there were some submachine guns.
There's a rocket launcher.
There's a crazy rocket launcher. Pistols. I mean, it's all kind of real world stuff, maybe beefed up a little bit, but
yeah. Another question, just to get this out of the way. Josh Atkins, Greensboro, says, is the Xbox version of Black going to be backwards compatible with the Xbox 360? Probably not right out of the gate, judging by how they've been handling backwards compatibility. But this is one of those games that you'd probably expect them to try to work on pretty quickly.
This has got to be one of the biggest Xbox games of next year. Just by virtue
of their
the 360
like 4
Xbox
games coming out.
You have to figure, Microsoft is going to prioritize this to get it running as fast as they can.
Shoot more stuff.
I'm looking for some guys to shoot here.
It's funny, like a lot of the questions people are asking are asking about multiplayer. It's like, is there multiplayer? Is there multiplayer? What's the multiplayer like?
That's just
it's like nothing.
That's just not the focus of this game. If you want a multiplayer shooter, this is not it. This is about let me show you what this is about. That's what this is about.
That's what this game's about.
Blowing stuff up everywhere.
So, wait, is that some kind of gas tank? Yeah, there you go.
So, everything.
That guy.
Down he goes.
Oh, okay. I figured maybe like shooting around in him.
Maybe there'll be some guys with dynamite strapped to them later. I don't know. That shotgun I was talking about is right around here somewhere, and you can actually shoot doors right off of hinges with that thing. It's just
reach.
You can see what's going on here.
So have they said anything specific about how many different levels we're going to see?
No, they're really not giving a whole lot of indication about.
They're just like, here you go, you shoot dudes, we'll fill in the rest later.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a good look to it. Now, you've played both the Xbox and the PS2 versions. Would you say that there's a dramatic difference between the two at this point? I mean, obviously, they're still developing it, so it's hard to give a final call. But
hard to say. Well, these guys are kind of like the masters of the PS2. You know, they have done the renderware software that runs like GTA and all that stuff. So, so they know the PS2 inside and out. I would say the PS2 looks at least as good as this. There's definitely no appreciable difference. So, you know, I think either one that you go for is going to be totally fine.
Yeah. So, I mean, these guys, you know, they've been working on driving games for the past few years now. It's kind of a weird departure. Do you see any kind of flashes of Burnout in it? It seems like, you know, they're trying to go for that kind of just very action-packed thing where, you know, they're focusing on one thing and doing it really, really well.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see there's a hellish amount of, like, particles going everywhere and just stuff blows up. You know, it's kind of got the Burnout feel just in that, you know, everything is flying apart.
Everything's crazy.
Everything
is
like it's like flying apart at the seams all the time. So,
well, that looks pretty sharp.
Yeah. How about we let Brad keep shooting stuff for the rest of the show while we give away all this awesome loot?
Yeah.
Like all of this awesome loot.
There's
right here.
so much stuff here.
Well, I got more loot over here.
You got stuff over there. We got this big box down here.
You grab your stuff, and we'll start showing this off. Before we go any further, though, we got to say, last week we gave away 10 copies of Animal Crossing Wild World. Do you remember the question?
The question was, who is playing music down in the cafe beneath the museum in Animal Crossing Wild World?
What's the answer, Jeff?
KK Slider, that's my dog right there.
That's right, the Animal Crossing
dog.
Yes.
10 people get it right. Steve Friedman of Tennessee, Rebecca Helen of Vermont, James Jacobus of California, Michael Sliger of California, Anthony Balsamo of Florida, Matt Taylor of Massachusetts, Bruce Barretto, I like that name, of Virginia, Michael Dolson of New Jersey, Jarrell Robinson of Michigan, and Bill Burnett II of Indiana.
Hold up, did you say one of those winners' last names was Slider?
Sliger.
Okay.
S-L-I-G-E-R.
All right. Fine.
Michael
that
Sliger.
guy's disqualified.
Because he's related
to the guy. That's uncool.
All right,
family.
Here's how we're going to give all this loot away. In the spirit of the holidays, you know, I'm not allowed to say Christmas, but I'll say in the spirit of the holidays.
Like Christmas.
Like Christmas, we will be giving away
or the
all
4th
of the
July.
stuff. And, yeah, sure.
In the spirit of all holidays.
The spirit of all
right?
holidays.
Yeah.
In the spirit of all the show me state. But the way it's going to work is
me.
that we have a lot of loot here. We're going to start holding up and kind of raffling off. You're a GameSpot Complete member. We need your name and we need your full mailing address so that Bobby Claus over in our prize patrol has something to copy and paste very easily to get it. And if you just want something, you know, just send us your name and address. But if you want something specific, as we're about to show you, first person to call it out wins. All right? Cool. All right. Let's show. All right. We're going to go first, Jeff, and then you can show off your stuff. All right?
All right.
Ryan Davis, go.
All right, first off, Fear Beanie Hat. If you want it, Fear Beanie Hat is the object.
I have a snow globe with a snake and a Christmas tree on one side and the girls from Rumble Roses wearing Santa hats. Jeff, what do you got?
I've got this custom Gem Mint BU Elf Bowling 1 and 2 hat.
Not taking that would be below stupid.
It would be below stupid for you to ignore this fantastic offer.
All right, coming back over here, I got to say, actually, we do have 2 huge packages from Activision. They hooked us up.
Here.
You get 2 people will get this. Just ask for the Activision package. You'll get a copy of Ultimate Spider-Man, a copy of Fantastic Four, a copy of X-Men Legends 2, some comic books here. We got Ultimate Spider-Man, we got X-Men Age of the Apocalypse, and we have 2 Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man posters, Venom on one side, Spider-Man on the other. As we name this stuff, we should move it off the table.
Oh, we are pulling it off.
Okay, good. All right, so that's that. So ask for the Activision package.
Activision pack, you get games, you get posters, you get comic books. Jeff, what you got?
Jeff, what you got?
Highly collectible Andre the Giant bobblehead standee. You can't find these in stores. These are rare as hell. Ask for it by name. Andre the Giant, the greatest wrestler that ever lived.
I've got a movies cookie tin. We had one for Beautiful Joe once. Now we have one for the movies, complete with the Star Maker.
50-cent bulletproof medallion. I do not believe that it's actually bulletproof, but if you ask for it by name, you will get it.
Awesome, Jeff.
Very highly customized. Yo ho ho, Puzzle Pirates Bandeezy. Wrap your head up, wrap it around your leg. Either way, it's fully gangster.
We have multiple copies of Gunstar Superheroes for the Game Boy Advance. I think we have 4 or 5. Actually.
We got more.
We have a ton of them. They're around here.
I got some of this American GI over here if you're interested, from Call of Duty, Finest Hour, action figure. Ask for it. Jeff, I know you like the American GI. You can't have this.
Oh, man.
Not for you.
Well, whatever. I don't want it because I've got the terrible lizard. Godzilla. He speaks.
He rises from the deep and kills. Ask for it by name.
All right, fresh from BlizzCon. This will probably cost you $1 billion on eBay. We got a World of Warcraft T-shirt and one of those brown Lance Armstrong wrist bracelets that says BlizzCon on one side, Warcraft on the other. Literally, I think it's like $100
Limited.
on eBay.
You will not find that anywhere.
What do you have?
I've got this sweet gray Fear diaper.
Awesome. It is
That's
a diaper.
it. That's all there is to it. Fear diaper.
Jeff?
Over here, I've got a hell of a deal for 35% below Beckett. I've got this Metal Gear Solid comic book. It's got a sticker on the front of it that says how to buy it because it's some kind of promo item, but it's a comic book inside. I don't know how we offer these things for such crazy low prices.
No, you're losing it, brother.
You're losing it.
I've got this. I don't even know what this poster is.
I'll tell you what I have. I have a True Crime New York City T-shirt. Run the streets.
That's a long
sleeve.
sleeve.
This is long sleeve. I know it's Jeff's favorite.
Oh, you know what? We're going to throw this in with it.
We got a True Crime New York City
You get those too. You just ask for the True Crime pack, you get it.
We'll get it. We'll give
True
you
Crime
all
double
of it.
pack.
True Crime double pack, tactical folder.
Well,
you ask for it.
I can step it up. These Coca-Cola handles and this fine Game Tap scarf. The service might not work so well, but this scarf will probably keep you warm in the cold of winter.
Oh, we got a Fear T-shirt. We got some posters. There's another. We have Doom movie posters if you like The Rock.
Somewhere.
Guitar Hero posters. We're running
Gladius
out.
action figure. We've got this big old Pokemon. I don't know what this is.
Gosh,
Big
more
snake
Guitar
guy.
Hero stuff.
That's Pikachu 2.
That's sure.
Jeff,
yeah,
what you got?
I got this Midway coffee mug.
That's
it holds coffee. Or
Can it hold other beverages, Jeff?
hell no.
Just coffee.
Just coffee.
We have a Dark Age of Camelot fan art calendar, and we're running out. And actually, the prized possession of all is Homer around. If you like Homer, like I do, then you want these 5 Homer stickers saying "woo" with ExperienceGame.com on them. I think.
Do we want to take it to the grand finale?
No, Jeff, give us a last shot. What you got? And then
All right, here's the last of it. This Backyard Wrestling Cup Cozy. It might have been a crappy game, but your drinks will stay cold. And inside of it, an alien that says Crave Entertainment on it. I don't even know where that came from. This is a package item. But forget about that. We've got this Metroid Prime pinball t-shirt that says, I scored with Samus. That's not very funny, but you can wear it to the mall. But forget about that. This t-shirt says Metal Gear Acid, size L, gem mint, BU condition. Perfect for, wearing outside. You want to wear it indoors. You can sleep in this if you wanted to. But you can also sleep in this Fly Conquer beanie with the tag still on it so you can live like Belle Biv DeVoe. Namco t-shirt, still sealed, gem mint packaging, original mint on card package. This is for a game. It might be Soul Calibur 3. It might be, I don't know. We don't know. It says Namco on here. And then finally, the Piece de Resistance, mint condition, except for the part where it's old and mostly broken. This is an Atari 2600 joystick. If you want to play Combat 2-player and you only have one joystick, you're screwed. Ask for it now.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. And here we are standing by with the last item.
This is the big prize.
This is the aforementioned Tim Tracy napkin collection.
It's so let's get inside this
Chipotle rookie card.
Look at how much napkins this is. This has been collected for the past year. Tim Tracy.
Tim Tracy, cult favorite of the GameSpot community. Yes, if you want his napkins.
There's a specific request for the napkins for how
That's
we're going to give out.
If you want the napkins, you can't ask for them by name. Tim, what do you have to do? Do we know? What are you gonna? Tim's. He's writing on it right now. 200 words.
We want 200 words on what you're going to do with these napkins.
We want a 200-word essay. You cannot.
We're counting.
You cannot go
We have
over.
Microsoft Word. We're going to check.
We need exactly 200 words. Not 201, not 199, not 7.
200
words on what you would do with Tim Tracy's napkin collection if you won it.
Best essay wins.
This has been a great year for On the Spot, and this has been a great way to end it.
Excellent.
I'd like to thank Jeff and Brad for coming by. Thank you, gentlemen.
Anytime.
I'd like to thank Ryan Davis. It's been a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. I've been
like to
enjoying your
thank-
company here today.
We'll be back in a couple weeks. I'd like to
Gonna
thank
miss you guys.
THQ for coming by with their great-looking games. EA
Awesome.
for bringing baseball by. I'd like to thank our crew who did a great job today dealing with craziness.
Grace under fire, the whole team.
We are so good at what we do here. It is astounding. I'd like to thank you all. I'd like to thank myself for this opportunity to be up here on the standing set.
Isn't it fun over here?
I'm doing it all next year, 2006, Rich, up here.
Okay.
All right, sweet. And as always, we will catch you in 2006, right here on the spot.
Drop the mic.